About 10,000 years ago, when the ices of the Ice Age started to melt and brought huge boulders from the northern mountain ranges and put them down in the south of Sweden, for example, and it shaped the landscape in a very dramatic way, like this! And I need to find a cave somewhere in the vicinity of this place. And I think I found a good cave just over here. I'm gonna show you guys. Oof. There's the cave. It's a little sneaky one. Yeah. Quite roomy. Roof sounds good. Okay, so this is sort of a balcony kind of thing, like a little terrace. It opens up, and I think I'm gonna put like a slab of rocks here, build it up, so I can just make a little fire here to be able to cook my food tonight, because I need a fire to be able to cook, and I don't have my little stove with me. So need to be careful with that. I don't want to start a fire in a cave, really. But I think this might work really good. This would sort of be the sleeping part. Here I would have my head, and there my feet. I'll work a bit on this cave because I have like 5 hours left of sunlight. By then I want to already have started my cooking and stuff, I think. But I also just want to speak a little bit on the healing powers of the forest that has been very prominent in my life lately. I've been going through hardship in my past months, like since July, when I broke up with my girlfriend, or well, she broke up with me. I didn't break up with her. So I took that. It was tough for me. It was really tough for me. But first, gonna fix the cave up, badger on, put out my bedding, make the fireplace ready, and then I'll speak a bit on that. So let's get going. I think it's so cool to imagine like this huge boulder right here. It didn't come from the south part of Sweden. Came from the north, from the mountains. Like could have been sitting for thousands and thousands of years on top of Sulitelma or Jagnajafo or like Heksekunst. And then the ices came and just pulled it away thousands of miles, yeah, like many miles down south. Just place it here so that I now can have it as a cave. It's kind of amazing to me. Yeah. Is this already burnt? Oh, looks burnt to me, I don't know. Leave a comment if you know why there's black in this rock like this, if it's not burnt. If I'm to speak a little bit about what I said earlier, about the healing powers of the forest, I should begin where it actually begins, with like the crisis of my partner breaking up with me last summer. So it's been like 8 or 9 months now, and the first 3 weeks I was just like in a state of panic attack and like depression, and like that broke off a little bit when I went to Spain for a week to try to save my vacation, like not to sit inside my apartment and cry throughout my whole vacation, to then like have a year of work in front of me and that in my back. Kind of felt rough in the moment, and that also like accelerated all the other emotions that I had at the time. But as I spent more and more time in the forest, because me and my partner, we bought a house together, which is in the region of these forests here, and that like unlocked a new part of the region for me to be able to spend time here more easily and just discover places. So that was like at first I was so afraid to have the house alone and to take care of the whole thing myself, like this old house, which I've never done anything nearly like similar to before, but turned out to be like a blessing and a saving to me, because I could spend time in the woods. Like, it was difficult for me to get help from people. Everything like felt so superficial in a way to me, because I was so deep in grief and sadness. So just spending time by myself in nature was like the best solution in the end to me, and I discovered that like late fall and winter. Spent a lot of time outside in the woods in the winter, which I really like to do. Mosquitoes have just arrived again today, and ticks as well, because it's getting warmer, which I enjoy too. But yeah, spending time in nature just gave me all the power back to be able to help myself pull through mentally, and also to get perspective on my situation and on my emotions and on my reasonings and ways of thinking and old patterns. Because I really fell down to the bottom last July, like in a way that I have never done before in my life. Felt like I was a child again, and I felt really unsafe and insecure, like in my ability to just like be myself and be by myself. Felt when I was like homesick at camp with school, like that feeling came back all of a sudden, 30 years later. So yeah, had to work through that, and the woods helped me immensely. And now I'm also sleeping in caves, which I really like, which is also this creative project kind of thing, and that goes into all of that, like having creative projects, painting, hanging out with my friends, playing Rust. I have an art community friend group there, and we do lots of crazy stuff together, and that also helped me just put my mind at something else and have a good time for a while, and then be able to work through all the stuff. And I've been crying like non-stop for 8 months, it feels like. And the reason I'm talking about it today, because this week was really rough for me, and kind of felt like I was going down again, relapsing in all those emotions that I had last summer and spring and fall. But I think it's like a tidal wave, and or waves on the ocean even. It goes back and forth, and when it's stormy the waves are really high, and the storm has like subsided for me, but there can still be like waves coming in after that, and this week was that kind of a wave for me, for sure. So just sleeping in a cave this weekend and enjoying the sun today, and hopefully the rain tonight is gonna help me pull myself back emotionally, get myself in balance again after having a rough week like that, just crying every evening when I come back home. And I'm just allowing myself as well to have those like sessions, because after I've been through grieving and sadness for so long now, you get the perspective on it. And it was also difficult in the beginning to not have a perspective on it, like to not to know or not to know if you're doing the right thing, just crying and crying, or you're digging yourself deeper into it, or it's something that just needs to happen for you to be able to work yourself through the trauma that you just went through. So yeah, and finding that balance, feel like I have done that now, and feel like I never really just wallowed, just did what was needed for me to do. Like all those hours of crying, all those days of crying even, like effective time was just needed. And it wasn't probably only from the breakup even, it was probably from a lot of stuff that I never cried from throughout my whole life, especially as a child, I suppose. Yeah. So sleeping in this cave tonight is gonna heal me for sure, and I'm just gonna continue this like creativeness and playing in nature because it does me good, and I'm sure it does a lot of people good. Looking forward to dinner. I'm gonna make like a shish kebab kind of thing on a stick over the fire, and I have like a potato salad that I bought in the store as well to that. Looking forward to my shish kebab. Nom 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 nom. So yeah, that's the healing power of the forest, and I'm not even getting technical with the healing powers of the trees and just being in nature, because there's so much science done lately on all that stuff as well, but I'm talking just about the feeling of being in this kind of a room. It brings you down to earth and gives you perspective, and just moving your body through the landscape also helps to walk. I think is also very healing. So it's like a win-win, walking in nature. There's a tree like 50k, let's see, that way. I don't know, I had cramp in my hamstrings and I needed to stretch while walking in the snow. So I was hiking on and I was waiting a bit for a good tree to stop by that didn't have a lot of branches sticking out, the pine. And I stretched my hamstrings, and just as soon as I put my forehead on the tree while stretching and like my arms around it, just felt like the tree was embracing me, and I just started crying immediately. Like I was crying a lot then as well, but I think I had a good day up to that, like not crying wise. But yeah, just feeling the embrace of the tree, started crying immediately and stretched my hamstrings. And also like the first pine tree that I ate a bit of resin from, because it was bleeding a little bit of resin right in front of my face where I was stretching. So I took a little bit, and since then I like chewing resin, and I think it's also good, like it's antibiotical and stuff like that. So yeah, I just embraced the tree and the tree embraced me, and I had a good cry. And since then I give this tree a hug every time I pass it. It's been one of my closest friends in the healing process of getting through my difficulties, my difficulties emotion-wise. It's funny, like that. Didn't think I was gonna be a close friend to a pine somewhere in the forest. I'm gonna have a good night's sleep in this cave. This is gonna be a healing cave for sure. Like the first cave, it was a lot of fun, but it was cramped. And the sleeping wasn't that relaxed. Second cave though, in the test run for Singing for Survival, that cave was more than spacious. I'm gonna try to not get a bunch of leaves in my sleeping bag. Oh, if that's possible. Oh, see. Oh yes. Oh, this is so good. A bit wonky, but good. Oh, would it be a cave if it wasn't a bit wonky? Looking forward for coffee in the morning. Hell yeah, good night. show you a little trick that a friend once showed me. Like if you want to blow on the fire, right now it's not really burning, I need to blow on the ember a bit, and maybe I don't want to get all the way over there, maybe it's a lot of smoke, maybe the fire is roaring and warm, but then I wouldn't need to blow in that case. But in this case I need to blow, and I would just want to sit there and relax. Just make a little hole with my fingers to like focus the beam of air, and it works really well. Check this out. Can take some time to adjust your aim with it, but once you get it like right in the ember, it works so good. Like right before I recorded the intro yesterday, I found this cave and I was so happy with it. It came kinda quickly. It's not like an obvious cave, but I just went in the right direction. Cave was calling me. The healing cave. I'm gonna let the fire burn out. I've been sitting here for a while, just listening to the birds, and then I'm gonna pack my stuff, because I also feel like moving my body. If you like this video, there's gonna be plenty more, and also there's another cave video already that you can check out. First, Badger Cave. Hell yeah, guys. See you in the next one.